Hey guys, welcome to the journey. So today I wanted to talk about some of the Funko Pops that I own that inspire me. Usually this is because of like a moment in their show where they display some sort of admirable quality or something, you know? To me, these pops are like physical reminders of these characters' values and morals, and they inspire me to be more like them in my own life. So today we're going to go over 5 pops and a little bit about what they do in their show that inspires me. Also, we'll go over some key details that they added to the pop that really capture these moments well. So without further ado, let's get into the Funko Pops that inspire me. So first up, we've got All Might Weekend here, and this is from a moment in the anime where he's fighting All for One, and he has to use the last remnants of his power to finally defeat him. He puts all his remaining power into one arm for one final punch before he loses his power for good, and he does this all to protect others. This is also where that iconic line, United States of Smash, comes from. The music, animation, voice acting, and meaning behind this moment give me chills like literally every time I watch it. To me, this pop represents self-sacrifice. All Might is basically giving up the one power he had that propelled him to the #1 hero spot, all to protect others, and teaches one student, Deku, how to use the power one for all. With this, All Might is transitioning from being the symbol of peace to a teacher of a new generation of heroes. And as you can see on the pop itself, they made one arm bigger just like in the anime when he's punching All for One. They also made the rest of his body thinner because he was in a weakened state, struggling to use his power. And the scrapes on him really show how he was beaten up badly and being pushed to his limit. Every time I look at this pop, it reminds me to sacrifice for others even when it's not easy.
Sarabada. One for all.
And next up we've got Naruto Hokage, and this is like a constant reminder to me that I can actually accomplish my dreams. Naruto spends the entire series trying to become the leader of his village, also known as the Hokage. Ever since he was a kid, that was his dream, and guess what? He actually does it. Now it's a very long and difficult journey for him, but eventually his dreams do come true. He goes from being weak and shunned by his village to being strong and well respected. Looking at the pop itself, the most prominent feature definitely has to be the cloak on it that says 7th Hokage. This is like the physical representation of how if you work hard, your dreams will become reality. Also, Naruto has a more mature haircut and outfit in this, which shows how much he's grown over the course of the series. Overall, this pop reminds me to dream big, and that someday those dreams might come true if I work hard at them.
Naruto. 大変なのはこれからだ。だがきっとお前なら。
And then we've got Mumen Rider here. And Mumen Rider is like the embodiment of what it means to be courageous. He is the top ranking Class C hero, which is not a very high ranking for anybody unfamiliar with the series. Also, he has no powers at all, but he does have a bicycle, which he uses quite effectively, I might add.
Justice Crash!
Despite this, Mumen Rider always steps up to help others, knowing that he'll most likely get beaten senseless. He confronts the Deep Sea King, who had just defeated beating Genos to a pulp, and guess what? He gets defeated. What's important here though is how Mumen Rider keeps getting up and fighting despite how afraid he might be, and despite getting beaten over and over again. Now that's the true definition of courage. Now taking a look at the pop itself, he has a bicycle of course, which has a basket on it, I might add. He's also sporting his signature watermelon helmet and goggles, which do get destroyed quite often. Whenever I see this pop, it reminds me of the courage Mumen Rider displays, and how we should all strive to be a little more like him every day.
And yet, I must try. It's not about winning or losing! It's about me! Taking you on right here and right now!
And next up we have the Shanks chase. And the most significant thing about this pop is the fact that Shanks is holding the straw hat. This hat is passed down from Goldie Roger, aka the Pirate King, to Shanks and then to Luffy, which earns him the name Straw Hat Luffy. When Shanks gives the hat to Luffy, he says to give it back to him once he's become a great pirate.
じゃあこの帽子をお前に預ける。俺の大切な帽子だ。いつかきっと返しに来い。立派な海賊になってな。
To me, this represents becoming a great man, as well as the concept of inherited will that's prevalent throughout the series. Now, everybody's definition of being a great man may be different, but to me it means always doing your best and always treating your friends and family well. And inherited will in One Piece is passing on your dreams and ideals to future generations. Shanks is essentially entrusting Luffy with his own dreams through this symbolic gesture of giving his hat to Luffy. Looking at the pop, it looks like the exact moment when Shanks is taking off his hat and about to give it to Luffy. This makes this pop very symbolic and reminds me to always try and be a great man, and even if I can't accomplish all my dreams, I can make my dreams known to the next generation. And then lastly, we've got Rock Lee here, which Rock Lee is like the embodiment of how hard work pays off. He was not born with any special gifts or talents, yet he perseveres and works harder than anyone else. He'll literally do 1,000 push-ups if it means that he can get stronger. And because he can't use ninjutsu, he has to rely on his physical strength and use only taijutsu. And in the end, these efforts pay off and he becomes a very competent shinobi, which was his goal all along. And looking at the pop itself, he's doing his signature Leaf Hurricane kick, which I think is just a great pose for this pop. And it's significant too because he's doing the one thing that he knows how to do best, which is taijutsu. This pop reminds me to work hard at my strengths and weaknesses, and that in the end, it'll all pay off. All in all, there's a lot to be learned from and inspired by from these characters in their best moments. These pops are a physical reminder for me to be the best version of myself, even if it's just subconscious by them being in my room. I can always look at a pop and it takes me back to the first time I watched these moments, and that helps me stay motivated. And right now I'm motivated to try to make better videos, so if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And if this video does well, I may do a part 2 as well. And let me know in the comments, what's a pop that inspires you? And that's it for me, guys. I hope you have a great day, and peace.